Update: after 37 years of hard work, my company told me to leave. A younger employee said thanks for leaving. Part 2: the call was from the company. What could they want now? I made sure to take care of the social insurance procedures. I didn't answer the phone initially, but then the company called several more times. In fact, I had also received several calls from Tom and Emily's personal mobile phones. Perhaps they thought I'd answer if the call came directly from them. Reluctantly, I decided to pick up. Hello, Lily? It's a mess right now. As soon as I answered, the president's voice came through. Who exactly are you? I laughed mockingly at his words. Who am I? Just an unemployed lady. I've resigned from the company and I'm nothing else right now. The president spoke urgently. Since you left, we've had 49 calls to stop transactions with the company. Please come back immediately. He finished speaking and hung up. He must be really panicked. I guess I have no choice. I got up reluctantly and headed to the company. As soon as I arrived, I saw Tom and Emily waiting. Their faces were pale, and they both had dark circles under their eyes. What's wrong with both of you? I asked, surprised at their drastic change in appearance. Tom glared at me. Since you left, we've been getting calls one after another to stop transactions. Not just from your clients, but from prospective companies we were planning to introduce. What did you do? Emily looked at me with suspicion. I never thought Lily would do something so underhanded. I'm truly disillusioned. The reason they both looked so haggard was probably due to dealing with all the cancellations. Of course, I hadn't done anything to the clients, but I had a guess as to why they were canceling their transactions. Well, the cancellations might be unavoidable this time, I muttered. Tom yelled, so you did do something, didn't you? Get to the president's office, now. He took me to the president's office. President. I brought her, Tom declared forcefully. As he opened the door, Emily followed quickly behind him. Oh, I've been waiting, the president said, looking me in the eyes. Tom accused me as if I were the culprit. It appears that Lily was involved in the cessation of transactions with our clients. We should not only make her resign, but also sue her for damages, Emily argued vehemently, though she spoke carefully in front of the president. Ignoring them, the president turned to me and asked, why did so many companies stop doing business with us after Lily left? The president looked at me intently, waiting for an explanation. Later, the company received 49 calls canceling deals, and the CEO asked, who are you? The truth is, I took a deep breath and answered clearly. Don't you understand? Our clients didn't need us just to manage their taxes. There are plenty of tax accountant firms that do it cheaper. They stayed with us because I was here. Tom snapped at me, what's with that attitude towards the president? You think you're worth that much? Emily taunted. There's no way it's because of Lily. The president looked serious as I explained. Tom and Emily work based on the manual optimizing operations. But I do more than that. I offer tax-saving strategies tailored to each client's situation. Uniform responses don't always serve the client's best interests. Many clients preferred my approach and stayed because of it. Tom was curious, how can we afford to give such detailed attention to each case? It takes too much time. That's right. It's inefficient, Emily agreed emphatically. The president sighed deeply and said, actually, I just got a call from my dad, the former president. Some of the clients who stopped transactions contacted him directly to discuss the situation with Lily. I was surprised to hear this. I hadn't expected the clients to go that far for me. Dad said that the tax department was viable because of Lily. She not only managed her clients but also supported her colleagues' clients. She has knowledge that Tom can't match. Dad also mentioned that if Lily hadn't declined, she would have been in a higher position than department head by now. The president spoke with a pained expression. No way. Emily said, looking shocked. She probably couldn't believe that I might have been her boss. The president continued, I'm really sorry for asking you to resign, but can we revoke your resignation, Lily? You're needed at our company. My father also insisted strongly. I was honestly happy about the president's change of heart, but I couldn't accept his offer immediately. Then Tom interrupted our conversation. President, what do you mean? She's better than me. I can't accept this. Tom was visibly upset. Emily protested as well. Tom is a wonderful boss who cares for his subordinates, and yet you choose Lily over him. That's unacceptable. The president looked sternly at them. Actually, since Lily resigned, we've received numerous complaints from the tax department. You two seem to have been pushing your work onto others, haven't you? But why would you? Tom's face turned pale. The president continued with a look of disgust. I've heard from the employees that you, Tom, have been assigning your client declaration forms to your subordinates, including Emily's work for many clients. Standing next to Tom, who was getting paler, Emily trembled as her name was mentioned there. There was also a report that you've been pushing your work onto Lily until she resigned. You were calling her a salary thief. But it seems the roles were reversed, weren't they? The president said. No, that's not. Tom was visibly flustered, unable to come up with an excuse. Observing Tom and Emily turning pale together, the president continued also, there was a report that you two are in a relationship. You were often seen leaving work together. But, Tom, you're married, aren't you? The president glared at Tom and Emily. I was just mentoring Emily as her superior. Nothing inappropriate. Tom struggled to find the words. The president produced several receipts. These are receipts questioned by the accounting department. These dining expenses filed by Tom, who were they with? Certainly not clients, right? Tom was sweating profusely, unable to speak. Emily's face turned ghostly pale. Tom and Emily, you've neglected your duty and inflated expense claims. Plus, you're having an affair in the office despite being married. According to company policy, I'm terminating your employment as of today, the president told them calmly and straightforwardly. Tom and Emily tried to resist. Please wait. I'll retract the receipt claims. Just don't fire me. I have a family, Tom pleaded desperately. Emily did the same. Please, I don't want to be fired. I'll apologize to Lily and the others for offloading work on them. She was on the verge of tears, realizing the severity of being fired for neglecting work and having an affair with a supervisor. She must have been worried about her reputation, I advised them. Why don't you just stop resisting? It's undignified. Tom glared at me. Shut up. What would a single person like you understand? I sighed and replied, Tom, you were the one who got me fired. It's just karma. What goes around comes around. Why don't you take some responsibility and reflect a bit, damn it? Tom looked frustrated and Emily bit her lip. And I haven't reported this yet, but there's more to Tom and Emily's misconduct. Should I share more details? I asked the president with a smile. Tom and Emily's behavior was well known in the tax department. Their stories had reached me whether I liked it or not. No, please don't, Lily, stop. They both pleaded frantically, trying to stop me. I gave them an ultimatum. Wrongdoings eventually come to light. It would be better for you to face reality before it gets worse. At my words, both of them collapsed to their knees. Ultimately, Tom and Emily were fired on the spot. I revealed their misdeeds afterward, which included Tom faking business trips to spend time with Emily and harassing employees they disliked into quitting. I tried to help those employees, but Tom and Emily's tactics were insidious. They repeatedly reprimanded and pressured employees out of my sight. It was also common for them to suddenly assign work with tight deadlines. The employees who resigned had asked me to keep quiet. But now they are happily working at other companies. So I decided it was okay to speak up. The president was curious at my revelation. He expressed his anger about cutting their final salaries and planned to thoroughly investigate past inflated expense claims. Tom was begging the president, tears in his eyes. Please don't cut my salary. What will I tell my family if they find out? In this account, we upload the complete stories. Follow us for part 3.